Shot Alpha, take one. Mark.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the Ultra AVX Theatre here at Cineplex, on location in Etobicoke, Toronto. Now, when I hear the name RioCan, what comes to mind? Big. Big plazas, big buildings, big sites, big pipeline, big screen. What else comes to mind when you hear the name RioCan? Excellence, experience, execution. For nearly 30 years, this company has been buying and developing real estate. With over 220 properties across the country, in excess of 40 million square feet in development, and an evaluation of over $12 billion, with 50% of that portfolio right here in the GTA. And when we look at the residential division, RioCan Living, they develop and build on some key factors that I'd like to share with you. Number one, convenient access to major commuter routes. 2, contextual architecture in connected locations. 3, best-in-class communal amenities that service you. And 4, retail experiences curated by retail experts. RioCan Living has partnered and developed some premium residences in iconic neighborhoods. 11 Yorkville, for example. Strata in Little Italy. Q&A in Queen East. And Kingly Condos in King West. That pales in comparison to what RioCan Living has in the pipeline, starting this year in 2021 and beyond. 81 residential buildings with over 20,000 residential units currently in zoning. Like I said before, big. And to kick off this exciting pipeline and the reason we are here today, I'm thrilled to present to you Verge. Located in Etobicoke, consistently ranked one of the safest and most desirable neighborhoods in Toronto, this project is coming to the southwest corner of Islington and the Queensway. When it comes to neighborhood amenities, this location has it all. A plethora of great public and private schools, parks, recreation, golf courses, including Centennial Park, the largest park in Toronto, a beautiful waterfront, and plenty of restaurants and shopping. I would like to introduce our VP of Sales, Saraya Yen, who will further elaborate on the amazing retail amenities that this location has to offer. Saraya?
Thanks, Eric. Retail is an important factor in defining a neighborhood and in turn greatly affects property values. And there is no shortage of retail here at the Queensway and Islington. If you fancy the big box stores for your household needs, just around the corner you have Costco, Walmart, Home Depot, IKEA, and Canadian Tire. Or if you wish for a more luxurious retail experience, one of the country's largest and top-rated retail malls is just down the street. Here at Sherway Gardens, you have over 1.2 million square feet with some of the best shopping and the best recognized brands in the world, like Nordstrom, Saks Fifth Ave, and Apple. Not to mention some of the most nationally recognized restaurants like Cactus Club, Joey's, and The Keg. Sherway Gardens is one of the most desired malls for retailers with a long waiting list to get in. The reason behind this is that Sherway Gardens averages the highest dollar spent per visitor versus any other mall in Canada. Thanks, Eric.
Thanks, Saraya. Now let's explore parks and recreation. And who better than a lover of the outdoors, our Director of Sales, Tanaz Tagizadeh.
Thanks, Eric. Outdoor amenities such as recreational parks and trails have been utilized and valued more than ever in the last year. While Centennial Park is the largest park in the city, here at Humber Bay Shores Park, only 10 minutes away from Verge, we have one of the top-rated places to visit in the city. Humber Bay Shores Park, which is a string of parks along the Etobicoke Lakeshore District, presents every outdoor amenity you can wish for. With plenty of trails for walking, hiking, and biking, this part of Lakeshore is the picture-perfect setting with beautiful city views. The boardwalk is full of beautiful patios, restaurants, and cafes. This gorgeous area highlights the architecturally impressive Humber Bay Arch Bridge. This bridge forms one of the most important pedestrian and cycling routes in the city.
Thanks, Tanaz. Such a beautiful amenity, so close to your front door. What else is close to our front door? Humber College, Toronto Pearson Airport, downtown Toronto, Sherway Gardens, Highway 427, the Gardner Expressway, Islington Station, and that beautiful boardwalk that we just saw, Lakeshore Humber Bay Shores. As you all know, the most important factor of location is accessibility. RioCan Living prides itself on developing projects that are truly connected. So if you wish to take the TTC or the GO train, or you want quick access to all major highways, or get to Toronto Pearson Airport or Billy Bishop Airport, this location has you covered. Here to show you how accessible this project is, I would like to introduce you to our sales associate, Neil Hughes.
Thanks, Eric. The site of Verge is easily accessible to all the major transit hubs. The site location makes it very accessible to all the major highways. For those of you using public transport, you have the TTC, you've got the bus, you've also got the subway and the GO station. With the bus right outside your door and the TTC subway Islington station just up the road, you're close by to everything Toronto has to offer. If you fancy a more refined way of commuting to the city, the GO station is only 7 minutes away. Either way, Verge Condos is easily accessible by all forms of transit. Back to you, Eric.
Thanks, Neil. Etobicoke, Toronto is geographically located and positioned for growth. The site is located right smack dab in the middle of two of the largest cities in the province, Mississauga and Toronto. And when you're positioned between these two behemoths, you're poised for growth. The Queensway corridor has been identified as a redevelopment corridor with over 33,000 condo units currently in application. From this location to the area around Pearson Airport, you're looking at the second largest employment zone in Canada, with more jobs than the central business centers of Montreal, Vancouver, and Calgary. So it's no surprise that Etobicoke is also the fastest growing business center since 2014 versus all other business centers in Toronto. All these contributing factors has resulted to where Toronto home prices has jumped the most. With the exception of Scarborough, Etobicoke has seen the most appreciation in all neighborhoods of Toronto. And when you see real estate values climbing and climbing and climbing, what does that result in? A need for condos. You see Mississauga, over 3,700 condos for sale, over 4,500 condos for lease. Toronto, over 3,600 condos for sale, over 4,700 condos for lease. Etobicoke, only 778 condos for sale and only 400 condos to lease. And if we dive down even deeper and we look at a 2-kilometer radius from Verge, there's only 34 condos currently for sale and only 19 condos currently for lease. We've talked about the location, the neighborhood and all it has to offer. We've talked about how this area is positioned for growth. Now it's time to talk about the project. RioCan Living wanted the project to stand out in terms of architecture and design to redefine this neighborhood. The architects created a project that showcases depth, elevations with an homage to Cubism. Playing with the light and the dimensions, creating the perfect marriage between residential, retail, and its surroundings. I'd love to now talk to you about the highlights of this project. 2 buildings, 545 suites on 3.25 acres. With a dedicated parkland offering over 12,000 square feet of indoor amenity space, over 12,000 square feet of outdoor amenity space, and over 30,000 square feet of expertly curated retail. Not only your suites, but the entire building will come with next generation smart living, One Valet. Let's take a look at this site plan. Like we said, 2 buildings. We'll be releasing the West Tower first, which is comprised of an 8-story and 10-story building. You see the dedicated parkland in between, and then shortly thereafter, we'll be coming out with the East Building, which is comprised of a 10-story, 11-story, and 17-story building. As we move into the interiors of this building, I would like to introduce you to one of the principals at design agency, my good friend, Anwar.
When we first started talking to RioCan about this project, what was really exciting for me was this area, Queensway, North Mimico, this new hub. And when we were creating the interiors, we wanted to give it kind of this playful charisma, and we were inspired by the branding. There's a lot of movement, it's meant to be bold. There's deep colors, there's rich textures. It's sophisticated yet timeless, not over-designed, but at the same time really looking for that opportunity to bring something exciting to the Queensway and to the west end of Toronto. Looking at what Turner Fleischer architects have designed as the building, it's really about placemaking, and by bringing the architecture and interior design all together to create an amazing development like this should really define the neighborhood. Back to you, Eric.
Thanks, Anwar. Let's dive into those beautifully designed amenity spaces. The first level of amenities starts on the ground floor. The lobby, double height, invites you in with 24-hour concierge, a stone slab fireplace, and a feature lighting installation. Tucked away behind your concierge and opposite the mailroom, you will find a state-of-the-art parcel room with temperature-controlled storage to accommodate any food and grocery delivery. On the other side, we have a pet and bicycle washing station. As you move down the hallway, we have a co-working and creative space. Thoughtfully designed, this space caters to a variety of needs. It's an elevated approach to the common co-working space. So whether you're working from home, holding a board meeting, keeping your kids busy with arts and crafts, or taking a private phone call from a soundproof booth, this space has you covered. We'll continue down the hall, and at the end, you will arrive at the fitness facility. Featuring top-of-the-line equipment, a separate space for yoga, Pilates, a private training studio, and filled with natural light. Even if you're striving for a personal best, Design Agency has created a beautiful space for you to sweat. And a content studio, the first of its kind. What is everyone doing these days? Creating content. So why not offer a space for you to host your latest podcast or record some music, along with a picture-perfect space for that all-important selfie or that next viral TikTok video. The second level of amenity space occurs on the 9th floor, and it starts with this gorgeous residence lounge. This beautifully designed space is elevated yet comfortable, making it an ideal place to entertain. And if that's not enough, I present to you the cocktail lounge. Again, this space can be utilized to host a private dinner, casual cocktails, or even a large private meeting. Capping off the 9th floor is this signature outdoor terrace. This expansive terrace has it all. Barbecue areas to dine al fresco, lounge seating to relax and enjoy conversations with friends, and a games area if you're feeling competitive. It's a great space to spend all your time. This elevated level of design continues when you get into the suites. The suites will be offering you 9-foot smooth finish ceilings, floor-to-ceiling windows allowing a ton of natural light, brand name Trevisan Italian kitchens with optional islands as per plan, equipped with wall oven, cooktop, and fully integrated dishwasher. All 1-bedroom and 1-bedroom plus den suites come with a standard 24-inch appliance package. All 2- and 3-bedroom suites will be coming with a full 30-inch appliance package. 100% of the units in this building have outside space. Why? Because the views are incredible. Whether you're looking to the north over the tree-lined streets of Etobicoke and the Kingsway, or you're looking south, full of sun with views of the lake, that amazing east view with the city skyline in the background, or if you're looking west, where you see the background of Mississauga. The views are unobstructed and perfect. When it comes to unit type, I'm proud to share with you that we have perfectly designed unit types that match demand. What you'll see on the left is the demand for pre-construction units sold in 2021. What you'll see on the right is the unit mix at Verge Condos. Near identical.